Hello, I am going live. It's always so funny. Right when I start a live, I'm really never sure what to say right at the beginning. So it's hello to all my friends. I am thinking about the idea of claiming it. So if you are building a business, or you are building a family, or you are just trying to, uncover, discover, and recover your dreams, I really am finding that it's all about tapping into that mojo. If you've been watching some of my posts, you've been seeing about the $1 Million Mojo. And I have been really trying to wake up. I'm just really trying to wake up. Hey, Sean. Hi, how are you? Hi, Mindy. My dollar's on there. Yes, $1 Million Mojo. I have been really trying to wake up to the fact and claim my success, because for some reason that's really hard for me to do. I was talking to my daughter on the phone last night, and we were talking about our businesses, and all of a sudden, I did the math, and last year, I really was busy with family and all kinds of these other commitments, living a really big life, that I really averaged about 2 hours a week working from home, and yet I still made over $105,000. Like cash sales. Isn't that just insane? And I never knew that really being present in the moment in my life, that I just miss so much. And this idea of waking up to it and really being present in my relationships, being present with my friends, my family, my work, my business, my spiritual life, whatever it is, this idea of being present, being in it. Hi, Nancy. So, you guys drop comments in here as we go along, because that's great. That just makes it so much more fun when I'm doing a live. And lots of you guys know, I've been mentoring and coaching women, over 25 years on some level. And, I just really am really great at empowering you, and to be able to see big dreams for you. But I forget to claim, to really celebrate what I do have in my life, the things that are coming. And part of how I do that is I have a mentor. I work with someone, it's incredible how I'm able to tap into the energy of others, and it just makes me be able to give more and be more present in my big dream. I believe not only in believing in, my big dreams, but I believe you can go beyond your dreams, whatever those are. And how have I been able to do that, right? How have I been able to dream big, inspire big, achieve big? And, I was a single mom of 3 kids in a small town in Washington. And I was able to go from there and take actions so that I could build businesses. And now I have a business that I run in 2 different states. And I was looking, and I didn't even realize. That's what's so crazy. It's so easy to get so into my work and my business building and doing all that. Hi, Michelle, and hi, Margie. Another one of my daughters is on here. Another fabulous. I've got the Mindy Sarton, who is just in the last 45 days has gone from, I think like a $15,000 or $14,000 cash month to, I think she's saying that she has recurring $37,000 a month. She just has brought in $450,000 plus in sales in the last 45 days, and she does it all inspiring and coaching and empowering women. It's just, her rebel vortex is incredible. Or Margie, my Margie Plus. If you're not following Margie Plus, you should be following Margie Plus. I mean, she's this incredible. She's a singer, she's a model, she's a confidence activist, she's an influencer, and I look at my kids, and I wrote that in a post today, I sit there and go, how did you do that, Mindy? And she'll start telling me, she said, Mom, I learned it from you. And I'm like, oh yeah, I guess I do that. Or Margie will go do something and she'll say, yeah, Mom, I got that from you. Or they're just these kind little humans out in the world affecting change and that ripple effect. And it comes back to how easy it is for me to see it in others and empower you and my clients. I mean, I had a client a couple weeks ago, just her first week of mentoring with me, she increased her income that week 3 times. Like, there is something about when you tap into that energy and you claim it. But how do I do that? Like, I have to take certain steps. So, one of the things I've had to learn to do is I write it down, right? I do these 4 steps. I write it, I say it, I see it, I claim it. And so, I have to write, I have to see it in black and white. It has to be tangible for me to face. So when I look at, I've been self-employed in business for 16 years. And when I average out those 16 years, I have had a 6-figure income all 16 years. Like, that's incredible. That's incredible. Or the fact, and I did that in an area of in an area that most people make $30,000, $35,000, $40,000 a year. I mean, it's a minimum wage area, and yet tapping into my own mojo, tapping into the energy, tapping into, yes, Michelle, the mom energy is powerful-ish. Yes, exactly. Because what happens for me is when I take this energy and I put it towards fully being who I am and not trying to fit into someone else's mold, not someone, like, it works for other people, but for some reason I would try, in one of my business, my real estate business, there's these certain ways to do it, and they tell you, okay, if you do A, B, C, and D, you're going to make this amount of money and everything's going to be great. And I would do it, and it just didn't fit with my integrity. It just didn't fit. My head, my heart, and my soul had to be in alignment. It wasn't what they were teaching. What they were teaching was great. It was how. I just couldn't fit myself doing it that other way. And so, I am someone that during a lot of those changes in my life, being that single mom, never giving up on me or my kids or our dreams, I found that I am someone who thinks outside of the box. I color outside of the lines. I think it's beautiful. I make mistakes. I own it, and I don't hide it because I don't have to be perfect. Right? I don't need you if I'm perfect. I don't need relationships. I don't need a spirituality if I'm perfect. So why would I even want to strive to do that? Because I'm a relational person. I love my relationships. I love interacting. And so it really comes down to this mojo that I was talking about, this way of doing it. So I write it, and then I have to say it. I have to say it out loud. I have to put it out in the world, and then I have to see it. I'm very visual. I have to see others, so I surround myself with like-minded people. I surround myself with that energy so that I can see it, because I am someone that says, okay, if that could work for you, maybe, just maybe, it can work for me. Right? People came along and said, come on, come with me, I'll show you how. And that gave me the gift of, that's what I do with people now. Hi, Debbie. You know, I get to take, you know, people and not only teach like a coach does, but mentor, model it. Not only do I have this wealth of experience and be able to help you tap into that mojo, I also am living it right now. I am always learning, changing, evolving, because that's exciting for me. That's exciting for me. I am a shiny object girl. You know, I get really passionate over things and I get very excited, but sometimes it's hard to keep my focus. It's hard to keep me, you know, walking a straight line. I color outside those lines. And so then what I do is, the part that always took me a while is the claim it. It's like claiming, yes, I have successful business, but I even want a more successful business. Yes, I have an incredible relationship with all my children. You know, was I a perfect mom? No, I made lots and lots of mistakes. Let me clue you, they will tell you what those mistakes were. But at the same time, the bottom line is I raised all three of those kids with the absolute knowledge that they were loved, no matter what. They were loved, they're lovable, and just that little piece as being a mom, I get to watch them soar. I get to watch them go do things that people that are outside the lines, right? You can't be, you know, a single mom and, you know, because my oldest ended up with, you know, a few years ago becoming a single mom, and she doesn't have to go through the poverty I went through and learn the lessons I went through. She gets to build her business, doing it the way that she loves doing it, tapping into her $1 million mojo, tapping into her energy and her way of doing it, where she feels good about herself and she's helping others and making an incredible income, right? Or my beautiful Margie, who, you know, she's a superstar. She's, from the day she was little, she walked into the room and there is an energy about her where you just want to be with her. You just want to be around her. There is something, and she's always known she was going to be a star at 4 years old. She wasn't sure what it was. She was going to be famous. She didn't know what it was going to be, but she was going to be famous. And so she's gifted with this voice. And then she goes into the fashion industry. And she's curvy. She's a real person. She has a real body, and she is beautiful. And she went into an industry that wasn't ready for it, and she still ended up being a pioneer in this industry, modeling and singing and being an influencer. And people love her because that comes back to that piece, right? That inner mojo, that thing within us that just says, you know, this is who I am. And I'm going to, you know, say it. I'm going to claim it. I can see it. And then goes out in the world and brings more to the world than they take. And that is incredible. That's that mojo. And it gets to be, you know, my oldest is on her way to you know, have a business that she makes 7 figures this year, you know. My other one is on the precipice of breaking through in the music industry. Like, these things are just so incredible. And if they can happen for them, it can happen for you, whatever it is, because it's really relative. You know, I work with a woman that has incredible relationship with her children. That's her $1 million mojo. That is what she wants to do. Or she has a wonderful relationship with her spouse. That's her $1 million mojo. It doesn't necessarily have to be money, but I have to tell you, there's nothing wrong with it being about money either. You know, all of it is just really comes down to this idea of being present, being awake, being in a place where it's okay, free of the shame, free of the doubters, free of all of that. Because when I am tapping into that integrity, that magnificent mojo that is me, and everyone's is different. Everyone has it a little bit different. But when you tap into it, there seems to be this power to allow you to fully become who you are. And that's incredible to take it into your business. You know, whether or not it's your own business or you're a part of a community in a job that you work for, or your business is something that doesn't get paid, that has no monetary value to it at all, it's still that feeling and that excitement to be able to wake up in the morning and be excited about life, to see life in color. And it's not always that way. We have ebbs and flows. We have periods of time where it's just, challenges of all sorts. But if you're tapping into that mojo, if your head, your heart, and your soul are all in alignment, there's just something really beautiful about that. And you'll start to see it reflected in those around you. And I found I couldn't do it by myself. That's why I'm excited about the mentoring program, the $1 Million Mojo mentoring program, and the membership that's going to be opening up in a 22-day, uncover, recover, and discover your mojo, because sometimes you don't know what it is and you need some guidance to find it, some pointing yourself in a direction. Sometimes I need someone else to see something that's right in front of me because I can't see it at that moment. And there is just a really beautiful power in the we. So I don't know, I'm excited about being alive. I'm excited about being of service to others because that is something that I love. And I'm excited that my business gets to keep growing and getting bigger, but I'll miss it if I'm asleep. So I like being awake. I like being awake to everything that's going around me so that I don't miss it. And I hope you don't miss it. So, I have a website, ashcroftcoaching.com. I've just put some programs, getting those all together and straightened up. They'll be available. Message me if you want to learn more. And, come with me. I'll show you how. But it's really exciting to want to just be a part of the world around me. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.